least we got the couple of the garden beds in and that compost bin installed.
Yeah, I can't wait till this crazy weather breaks so that I can start planting.
Yeah, I know. Last month it was the tornadoes in Texas. Now we're talking about another polar vortex and stuff coming. Well, probably next week or so. So,
oh my goodness.
at least you're not setting your plants out early trying to harden them.
Oh, more cold weather.
Yeah, I know. Hi, I'm Elmer.
And I'm Vanita.
I want to welcome you to our Front Porch Friday. Today, we were just discussing a little bit of the gardening and some of the insane little bit of the weather that we've been having. So, on today's episode, we're going to be doing a little bit more of a gardening theme and also a little bit of a theme with the Jeep. This past week, we went up to Four Wheel Parts, our son and me, and we decided to walk around, get some parts, some ideas for the Jeep Wrangler TJ rebuild. And one of the things that was kind of cool were we were able to pick up these KC Cyclone, of all things, especially weather related, LED marker lights. These are going to go on the back of the Jeep and provide a little bit better visibility when we're out in severe weather or when we're out just out overlanding, to give us a little bit better visibility to the other vehicles on the trail. One of the other things that we were looking at, and of course we want to have you engaged, is we're thinking about putting a rooftop tent on the Jeep Wrangler. So with that, we want to see if it would be cool to do a self-contained unit. We wanted to have your thoughts and comments. Leave them in the comments down below. And as always, we want to try to engage you guys in some of our videos here. Today, what's in front of me is one of our buckets. Many a times you can have a garden. You may live in an apartment, you may live in a high-rise, and you can't have a garden. Of course, there's no dirt. So one of the easiest things to do is to get a food-grade bucket, such as we have these. We get them from our local restaurant. They are a pickle bucket. They throw these out, or I shouldn't say they throw them out, they save them for us, probably 4 or 5 buckets every time we go. One of the neat things about it is I got a brand new bucket here. Of course, no holes drilled in it. And this is one of them that's about 1.5 years old. So you can see they hold up extremely well. They provide a great option for gardening. As you can see, we drilled 3/8 holes, about 1 inch from the bottom. You could randomly space these. You don't have to make them perfect. Also, if I could get this up in the bottom, you can see the other holes as well. The only downside to this is you're going to have to refill them with dirt every couple of years. We filled this with halfway full mulch, and then the other half of it about to here with mulch, and then up to here with topsoil. The mulch is going to break down, the dirt's going to wash out of the bucket throughout the season, but however the plants always remain covered. It's one of the coolest things to do, and it doesn't cost a whole awful lot. You can get these food grade buckets, or you can even buy them on Amazon for about $5 a piece, but usually if you talk to one of your local restaurants, they will turn around and most likely give them to you, or even if you want to trade in some fresh fruits and vegetables to them as well, and they'll give you some buckets. Vanita's going to talk about some of the things that you can actually put in these buckets and grow.
Okay, so last growing season I grew my tomatoes. Actually, I grew all types of tomatoes in these buckets. The tomato plants get very tall, so you do have to use a very tall stake or use some type of system to keep the tomato plant actually upright. I grew pepper plants. My pepper plants did very, very, very well in these buckets. You can almost grow just about anything. I grew a cucumber plant in a bucket, and it just took off. So this is a really good and convenient way to plant your plants if you don't have the space. Also, it's just it's really nice to have those plants. You can go out in the morning, pick tomatoes, cucumbers, put some salad dressing on them, a little Parmesan cheese, and you got a nice healthy snack, because it is time to start getting healthy. So this is a really great way.
And absolutely, she's right. One of the things that we're doing this year is we're moving more toward growing our own food, catching our own fish, cutting, skinning them, frying them, you know, eating a little bit healthier. I mean, cutting off the McDonald's, cutting off the Burger King. Those processed foods aren't really good for you, and plus, of course, myself, I do need to lose some weight and get in better shape, especially if we're going to be talking about moving to homesteading, moving to a semi-off-grid life, or should something happen, we don't have any, I'm trying to think of it now, you know, we don't have any health issues that would require us, you know, that would possibly cost us our lives. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching. Click and subscribe our channel, and stay healthy
And
stay blessed.